bless. Man, some news for the Vikings, man. The Aaron Rodgers rumors are heating up. He wants to be in the purple and gold. What's holding up Aaron Rodgers from signing with the other teams, like the Steelers? I believe the Giants are interested in him. I'm not sure if the Browns are interested in him, but what's holding up everything is the Vikings and what the Vikings are going to do. Are they going to stick with J.J. McCarthy being the starting quarterback, or are they going to sign Aaron Rodgers? Now, I said this before, I'm going to say it again. Why wouldn't you want to play for the Vikings? The Vikings have a very good team. But what I will say is this, y'all. Shout out to Daniel. Happy Saturday. What's going on, bro? What's going on? But this is what's really holding us up, though. This is what's holding up Aaron Rodgers. The Vikings, but it's KOC. It's crazy, but I think KOC has more power when it comes to making the decision when it comes to the quarterback position, right? And, of course, our owners, Ziggy Wolf and Mark, they're holding us up. So it's really between ownership and KOC. And it depends on if KOC wants to make this actually happen. Because if KOC wants this to actually happen, then best believe it will happen. It will happen. Do I want it to happen? No. I'm going to keep it real. But if these rumors are heating up to the point where when I look up the Minnesota Vikings, that's all I see. All I see. I don't hear about anything else. I don't hear about all the great moves that the Minnesota Vikings made this offseason so far. I don't hear about them upgrading the defensive line. I don't hear about them upgrading the offensive line. I don't hear nothing about the Vikings, period, besides the Aaron Rodgers. Will Aaron Rodgers come to the Vikings? I did not think this would be a possibility. But obviously, it is a possibility because KOC, crazy, ownership, everybody can literally say, look, especially KOC, the head coach, he can say that J.J. McCarthy is our starting quarterback and just shut this down. But no, the rumors are not shut down. It's not even rumors. I think it's facts at this point. Some of the biggest reporters are reporting this, and Aaron Rodgers wants to be in the purple and gold. He wants to be on the Minnesota Vikings. That's why everything is held up. By the way, everybody in the building, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to my first 2,000 subscribers on this channel. I cover the Minnesota Vikings on this channel, but even if you are a fan of the team, if you're liking the vibes, consider subscribing. It's definitely going down. We're going to see what happens. You know what I mean? We're going to see what happens. But yeah, man, we're going to see what happens, man. We're going to definitely see what happens when it comes down to it. When it comes down to Aaron Rodgers, and potentially it's only coming from athletic reporters. Yeah, but it's starting to get big though, Sarah. I'm not saying that it's completely just false, because I think Aaron Rodgers would have been signed. I think Aaron Rodgers would have been signed with the Steelers by now. I think he honestly wants to. And then when you talk about Brett Favre talking about it, there's too many big people talking about it. And that's why I'm like, yo. But it's a hold up because Kevin O'Connell didn't say nothing about it. Kwesi didn't say nothing about it. I'm hearing about the ownership. Like, nobody's saying nothing about it. So if J.J. McCarthy is your guy, why haven't you? What's up, everybody? Ron's Opinion, Chris Farrell, Osborne, my bull, Skull State of Mind was good, brother. How's everybody doing? He's over and washed, bro. He's over and washed, but I don't want him. See, it's not coming from a dude that wants Aaron Rodgers. No, I'm Team J.J. McCarthy. I'm Team J.J. McCarthy. I do not want Aaron Rodgers. I'm just speaking on it because it's something that everybody is talking about right now, and it can honestly happen. This is a thing that can honestly happen. And at first, I was playing around. I made a video months ago. I made a video months ago. I said it could be a rerun like that Brett Favre, whatever. And I was just, it's a possibility. It could happen, but I don't know. I made a video months ago on this channel. And people were like, nah, there's no way it's happening. Now look. Everybody, listen. If there wasn't no possibility, they wouldn't be talking about it like this. Like, some things be BS, what they be saying in the off season. But I don't think this is BS. I think there's an honest truth to him possibly being in the purple and gold. I hope it don't happen, though, because I like J.J. McCarthy. I want to see J.J. McCarthy shine. I believe in this man has that it factor. He could be an all-time great in Minnesota Viking history. But it's getting crazy, man. So it's our problem. Rodgers is waiting on. Yeah, it's our problem. Literally, reports are saying, I'm not making this up. You can look up Minnesota Vikings. They're saying, and I don't know how true this is, they're saying everything is held up because of the Vikings, because Aaron Rodgers wants to go to the purple and gold. He wants to go to the Vikings. Until the Vikings make the decision when it comes to J.J. McCarthy, Aaron Rodgers ain't signing with nobody. He wants to sign with the Vikings. So we're holding it up. And this is why I'm confused. I'm confused because why isn't there anybody, I'm talking about KOC or Crazy, to be like, yo, to shut all these rumors down. Yo, our starting quarterback is J.J. McCarthy, and that's the end of it. You feel me? That's what I want to hear. So we won't have to even talk about this anymore. But now it's like something that's, if you look at the headlines, you look up NFL and the rumors, they're not just talking about the Giants. They're not just talking about the Steelers. They're talking about the Vikings, bro. Like, they're talking about the Vikings getting Aaron Rodgers, bro. I think JJ has a bright, I think JJ has a bright future, and this irritates me. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. This is frustrating because Aaron Rodgers, the man is 40, what is he, 42, 41? The man is, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rodgers is waiting on, we're not waiting on Rodgers. Yeah, that's true. That is true, Sarah. Possibly, though, Sarah. I don't know. We might be thinking about getting this bull. Just say JJ is our, that's what I'm trying to say. Hey, bro, I'm going to say your name, but I'm going to say your, let's go say to mine. That's how I feel, bro. Just announce that he's our #1 quarterback. And all this will go away. All this stuff, and he can go sign with the Giants or go sign with the Steelers or go sign with somebody. But until then, bro, this is starting to catch fire. It's starting to get heated in the debate rooms. It's starting to be like, yo, we should go get Aaron. No. I had love for Brett Favre. The 2009 season was absolutely amazing. Okay? I agree. I loved Brett Favre was amazing. I think we could have won the Super Bowl that year. But at the same time, like, let's keep it real. We ain't running it back. I ain't trying to run that stuff back, man. I'm not trying to. But my whole thing is, the KOC, what's your confidence in J.J. McCarthy? Because you should have been made an announcement. I know he can't say too much, probably, because of the ownership. The ownership might want this to happen. Who knows? I don't have a clue. But there is legs on this rumor. It's not like it's a rumor and it has no legs. There's legs on this rumor, and the legs are starting to jog. And I'm not saying they're jogging towards the purple and gold. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's the media and everyone trying to make nothing. Yeah, it could be. Then what's the all right? So what if this actually happens? All this stuff would be crazy. Like, you know what I mean? What if it really happens? A 1-year deal, $15 million or something crazy like that. I don't know. People, it's rumors until it happens. You know what I mean? Just like that Jordan Addison rumor. It's rumors until it happens. My bull skill. Hey, listen. My bull. Go stay. They didn't address rumors with Kirk's, Sam Jefferson. They sure ain't going to say. Yeah, that's true. But this is our quarterback, bro. Like, this is our quarterback, Sarah. Like, I just feel like for me, I'm not saying J.J. McCarthy's soft. I'm not saying he's soft. I think he got the it factor. He got that. He's good. This ain't hurting his feelings. But certain quarterbacks might not take this the right way because they should have just announced it, in my honest opinion. You see what I said in the chat? The last time we signed former Packers and Jets quarterback. Yeah. And it could be ran back, bro. And I'm not saying, look, I'm a Brett Favre guy because he was in the purple and gold. I'm more of a Brett Favre guy than an Aaron Rodgers guy. I always respected Aaron Rodgers. He's an all-time great quarterback. And it would just be crazy, man. I hope it doesn't happen. I really hope it doesn't happen. If it happens, it happens. If it happens, it happens. But that's why I'm talking about it, because there's legs on this rumor. There's legs on this rumor that's actually walking and jogging. And every time I look up Minnesota Vikings, this is all I hear. All I see is this. They're not talking about nothing else. They're not talking about J.J. McCarthy being healthy. They're not talking about the offseason moves, what we did on the interior offensive line and defensive line. They're not talking about anything else but Aaron Rodgers. You look up Minnesota Vikings right now, all you're going to see is Aaron Rodgers is waiting for the Vikings to make a decision. Aaron Rodgers is holding up free agency. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm a little frustrated though, man. I just really kind of want this portion of the offseason to be over when it comes to him. Because I said this months ago. I literally made a video on this channel months ago. And people was coming at my neck, and look at the rumors now. Look at the rumors now. I didn't think it would get this big when it came to Aaron Rodgers potentially coming to the Vikings, and I'm just thinking to myself and just like, dang, I can't believe this is happening. And I wonder what J.J. McCarthy is thinking. Do you think J.J. McCarthy is like, oh, well, I want to be traded? Like, that would suck. I don't think he's that type of quarterback. Like I said, I don't think he's soft. If it was like another quarterback, I'm not going to say his name. He would want to get traded. I think J.J. McCarthy is like, all right, I'm going to prove to y'all that I'm that guy when I get the opportunity. I just got to get that opportunity to shine. But I don't want to waste another year of J.J. McCarthy's rookie contract for Aaron Rodgers. There's no quarterback that I would rather see play in the purple and gold right now. I want to see my guy J.J. McCarthy. We drafted him 10th overall for a reason. Not to sit on the bench for 2 years. The first year was injury. Okay, so be it. Second year, Aaron Rodgers? No. Why would I want to? No. No, it's not happening. It ain't like we can do anything about it. Yeah, it ain't nothing. Yeah, we can't do nothing about it. But it's surely fun to talk about a little. It is definitely fun to talk about somewhat. It's fun to talk about, but it's irritating at the same time. Because in my honest opinion, I just feel like the Vikings are, we're better. We're in a better position that this is the best position the Vikings have been in a very long time. And I just feel like we're kind of going backwards in a way. To not trust our decision to let Sammy D go and let J.J. McCarthy do his thing. We let Sam Darnold go for a reason. For all that, we could have just kept Sam. Well, no, that's too much money. But I think J.J. McCarthy's the guy. I always said it. I'm gonna always say it. I'm about to get his jersey. That's the number one jersey that I'm gonna get. That's the number one jersey. I have a JJ jersey. I'm gonna be rocking that during the season. I gotta get me a JJ McCarthy jersey. I'm not getting the Aaron Rodgers jersey. I hope this doesn't happen. But other than that, man, I'm just thinking of a way that the Vikings could really take it to the next level this upcoming season. You know what? You know what the way is? The way is build the trenches. That's what they did in this offseason. They built the trenches the way I wanted them to always build the trenches. Because we had a lot of money to pay these guards, centers, and defensive tackles, and we got them. perfectly. This team is perfectly built. Why are we going to go backwards? No Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. I feel you, Word Ups. And what's going on, Word Ups? How you doing, man? Appreciate you vibing with your boy. Everybody in the building, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. But yeah, it is getting heated up. It's getting heated with the rumors. And Aaron Rodgers is not going to make a decision until the Vikings make a decision. So we're going to see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if there's breaking news in the next few hours. I hope there is breaking news, honestly. Get this out the way. Get this over with. For real. But when I'm thinking about Aaron Rodgers, I think of, people think that he's the old guy. The guy that won MVP. The guy that won a Super Bowl. He ain't the same guy. The man is pretty much done. His career, like my bull said earlier in the chat. What'd he say? He said, hold up. My bull KG, he said, he's over and washed, bro. Earlier in the chat, that's what he said. I think he's over and he's about to be washed. I don't know if he's washed yet. But to be honest with you, I don't think he can. One more season and it's a wrap for him. So I hope the one more season is not with the Vikings. But we're going to see what happens. I'm more focusing on, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm more focused on our backup quarterback situation more than anything. Because my mindset is already J.J. McCarthy being the dang on starting quarterback. Rodgers won the Super Bowl 14 years ago. That's what I'm saying, bro. People think he's the same Aaron Rodgers. That's why I said in the chat, I said, yo, his name is bigger than his play. His numbers weren't as good as his numbers say in 2024. I forgot what his numbers were. Dink and dunk all game. The man didn't throw deep all game. He was not good with the Jets. Sometimes statistics don't tell the full story. And that's what I keep trying to tell people. You got to watch the game. Statistics only tell you somewhat about the game. And Aaron Rodgers all game, every game last year with the Jets, dink and dunk. We have Justin Jefferson. We have Jordan Addison. We have TJ Hawkinson. We have Speedy Naylor. You can't just dink and dunk to Justin Jefferson all game. That's all he do. Short passes all game. All game. That's why his interceptions were down. He had an okay season. But to say that he's the savior of the Vikings, we don't need him. That's what I'm saying. We don't need him. He hasn't won a Super Bowl, like my bull said, 14 years ago. That's a long time. That's a long time to choose him over your rookie quarterback that you traded up to get. I think J.J. McCarthy's the highest pick for a quarterback in Minnesota Viking history, if I'm not mistaken. Top 10. So I'm not choosing my top 10 quarterback over I'm not choosing now I don't want to say washed up, but an old quarterback that hasn't won in 14 years over my top 10 quarterback. I'm not doing that. There's no way. No way. The man is pretty much done. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. What's on your mind? What's on your mind right now? How do you feel about all this stuff going on with the Vikings? Like overall, the offseason. What's your favorite move this offseason? I'm going to be honest with you. My favorite move, let me think. I think Fries was probably my favorite move. Fries was probably my favorite move. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Cause I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Like I ain't gonna sit here and cap. I was like kind of over the whole guard situation. I'm not sure who's gonna play the other side. Is it gonna be Blake Brandel? I'm not really sure. But I think Fries is my number one off-season move. And what's the center's name? Kelly? Ryan Kelly. That's another good move because I was tired of seeing Bradbury. So I think the interior offensive line is pretty much set. So that was my favorite off-season moves. And we needed to do that for a rookie quarterback. Well, he's not really a rookie, but y'all know what I'm saying. Our second-year quarterback. And another move that I actually like really respected, that's underrated, that's slept on, that's not appreciated. The people don't appreciate the move that much because we had them already. We just kept them and re-signed them. Is Murphy. I think that's a slept-on move, man. I know we got the defensive tackles. I love them too. Hargrave, yeah, I love that. But for me, I like the what are the Vikings saving that leftover space for? It's like $30 million. It better not be Aaron Rodgers. It better not be Aaron Rodgers, bro. Because hey, hold on, but you got to save money for the picks, right? I'm not sure if that comes out of that, right? Like you got to save money for the picks, or is that separate money? I'm not sure. But I'm thinking like you got to get a backup quarterback. I think you still need to get a linebacker, but you might get that in the draft. Who knows? I don't know. I have no clue what they're saving the money for. But it better not be Aaron Rodgers. Give me Joe Flacco. You know what I'm saying? Be a backup quarterback to mentor my guy J.J. McCarthy. And let's call it a day over there when it comes to that. And go get me a linebacker that's available. I got to look at the free agency, see who linebackers are available right now. But they better not give too much money to Aaron Rodgers if they happen to get him. I hope they don't. But Anthony Hudson. What's up, Anthony Hudson? What am I? Talk about the Philadelphia Phillies and y'all going to do this year. Philadelphia Phillies. By the way, hold on. Freaking. When it comes to the Phillies, right? Well, first and foremost, I want to say, everybody in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button, consider subscribing. I cover the Vikings on this channel. On my other channel, I cover the Phillies and I cover the Sixers on Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. After I get off this live, I will be talking about the Phillies and talking about the Sixers when I get off this live stream. But Phillies, we gonna win it all, baby. Hey, listen, that's how I feel, brother. That's just how I feel. Bryce Harper gonna have an MVP type year. You know, Trey Turner gonna have a good year. Zach Wheeler gonna have a good year. We gonna have a good year, bro. But hit that subscribe button to my on this channel and check out my basketball/baseball channel, Mike Sports Vibes Balling. I'm roughly at like 250 something or 260 something on that channel right now. If you're into baseball or basketball, I cover the Sixers and Phillies on that channel. But I think we're gonna win it all, bro. That's my honest opinion. The draft picks are only like they're only like $6 million, and we only got 4 picks. So shoot. All right, so and I want to ask you. So what are we doing in the draft? Are you going running back? Are you going linebacker in the first round? Are you going safety in the first round? What are you doing in the first round? Are you trading back? What you doing? Somebody talk to me. What we doing? What's going on, Eric? Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, my bro. Shout out to you, my bro. Skull to the boat, talk that talk. Let's go. What's up, though? My guy Mo Mitch is in the building. Oh, snap. He just said it all. He said trade for Fred Warner. First of all, I understand where you're going with this. Fred Warner, one of the best linebackers 49ers are pretty much getting rid of a lot of players. Well, they are. What would you have to give up to get that caliber of linebacker? That's the question. That's the question, honestly. But again, thank you for that, Chris, for real. If you're a Phillies fan or a Sixer fan, or you like baseball or basketball, click the link right there. Chris Farrell just posted it in the comments. Click that and subscribe to that channel. I'll be live right after this live stream to talk about the Phillies and to talk about the Sixers. And hold on, sorry about that. Trade back for more picks. Also, trade back for more picks. So are you staying in the first round though? You got to stay. I still want to stay in the first round. I want to stay in the first round. That's just me. Yo, hey, listen, bro. I understand what you coming from. I would love to have that Cashman and Warner, bro. Oh my goodness. Our defense is set. Our defense is already set, but it's gonna be even more set. And if we draft one of the best corners in this draft, bro, trade back, get an additional pick. I don't know. But man, I get where you coming from. But what are you getting rid of? Who are you trading? Are you trading next year's first round? What would you do? All right, put your GM hat right now on. If somebody went and called you and you're the 49ers GM, what do you think he will want back for Fred Warner? One of the best linebackers, when healthy, one of the best linebackers in the whole NFL. I just subscribed to Chris. Oh, thank you. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Yeah, thank you. Plus, you don't want to be a bear, can't just buy teams. It don't work. You said next year second? Okay, I see what you're doing. Plus, you don't want to be a bear, can't just buy teams. That's true. I'm trying to figure out next year second. I don't think that's enough, though. I don't think that's going to be enough. I think they're going to win a first back, bro. The only way you can probably get him for a second if he requests a trade. He the best linebacker in the game probably, bro. You're not getting him for a second, next year second. You probably got to think a second, third, or a first round pick next year. I don't know. I don't know if that gets the job done. Would I do it? Heck yeah. I would do that in a heartbeat, bro. A second round pick next year, bro, I'll do it. Shit, I'll give him, excuse my language, I'll give him a second and a third round. I'll take that in a heartbeat, bro. TJ Hockenson, I'll do that. But would they want TJ Hockenson? Look, and I know you're trying to trade TJ Hockenson, bro. But do you think the 49ers will want TJ Hockenson? So you give him a TJ Hockenson in the second or TJ Hockenson in the third? I don't know. You got to think of the contracts. How are the contracts? What's Fred Warner's contract? I don't know what his contract is looking like. Look, the Vikings wanted TJ. Yeah, we wanted TJ, and I like TJ, but he had a down season because he came off an ACL, MCL tear. But I think he's gonna be back this year. I think he's gonna have a really good year in 2025. You know what I mean? That's just my honest opinion. But who else? But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Truly appreciate y'all. But I feel like if I was to trade back though, if I trade back from 24, I still want to stay in the first round and give me a second round pick in this year's draft. Not next year's draft, this year's draft. Give me a second round. I want my pick this year. Because you know my biggest priority, I'm going to tell you my biggest priority in this draft. Either a running back, a Marion Hampton, that's my guy. Caleb Johnson, that's my guy. There's a couple other guys too. But Mario Hampton, I want a Mario Hampton in the purple and gold so bad. I ain't gonna sit here and cap him, and then I want a corner. Those are my two top priorities, and then of course the safety. So it goes corner, running back, safety. It might switch around. It might be running back, then corner, then safety. Because I like Aaron Jones, but Aaron Jones, I don't know, man. I know we re-signed him, but I need to have another back. I need a 1-2 punch in the running back room. I need a 1-2 punch in the running back room. That's just my opinion. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Hopefully y'all having a wonderful Saturday. I'm just out here vibing, getting some fresh air like I always do. And when I vibe out, when I'm on the trail, you know what I do? I just, you know what I mean? On this trail, that's what I do. I'm gonna show you the trail. On the trail, just vibing. You feel me? That's what I do, man. Cause I could easily, you know what I mean? I could easily be in the office. You feel me? I could easily be in the office, but my whole thing is you gotta keep moving. You gotta keep moving, man. And I'm gonna be in the office sooner or later because I do want to vibe out and put in and read some articles to y'all. But getting back to the top of the video real quick, the Minnesota Vikings are holding up free agency when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers wants to be a Viking. He wants to be in the purple and gold. Numerous people, numerous articles are writing about it. So this is not just cap. Numerous people are talking about it. And he's waiting on the answer of the ownership of the Vikings, obviously. KLC and Crazy. And then I was just thinking, like, people are so, they think Aaron Rodgers is Super Bowl Aaron Rodgers. This guy is not the same. Now, if he was a prime Aaron Rodgers, I'll say, man, I wouldn't hesitate. I wouldn't hesitate to make that decision. Hey, listen, J.J. McCarthy, you got to take a couple of years off, bro. You could learn from one of the greatest quarterbacks. But this ain't the same Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is not in his prime. He is not in his prime. I'm going J.J. McCarthy all day until further notice. That's how I look at things. I'm going J.J. McCarthy all day until the wheels fall off. That's how I feel. He said, cap. What's cap? What's cap, bro? Rodgers will be a waste of dollars. Plus, he's too old and injury prone too. Yeah. He'll be a waste of time. Hey, listen, I'm going as far as saying he's a waste of time. That's how I feel about it. A waste of dang on time. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, because I just feel like, for me personally, J.J. McCarthy, and people will be like, oh, how do you know? Well, look, I know high school is high school. He won a championship in high school. He won a championship in college. I know NFL is NFL's levels to the game, like Meek Mill said. What Meek Mill say? He said there's levels to the game, young boy. He said there's levels to the game, young boy. That's true. NFL, college is levels to the game. You're going against the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? But I seen what he did against the Raiders. Scrambling for first downs. Throwing touchdown passes. Doing the dang on thing against the Raiders. Hey, listen. I'm telling you. He got that it factor. I believe in J.J. McCarthy is going to be the next great quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. He might be the greatest quarterback in Minnesota Viking history if he gets a Super Bowl for us. You know what I mean? Rodgers is cap. Yeah, you think it's cap? I hope it is cap. Maybe they're just saying it. Maybe Rodgers is using the Vikings to get more money. Oh yeah, we got the Vikings are offering $30 million. Can you get it? You know what I'm saying? You know, it could be something like that. I don't know. But it could be a bunch of BS, to be honest with you. But the Rodgers, I just feel like he's done. He's done. Why waste another year? We trying to win a Super Bowl right now. Look, listen, my mindset is win us a Super Bowl this year. Ain't no, this is technically his first year. Why do you expect us to win? Because listen, I'm going to say this. I'm calling out all Viking fans all around the world. I'm calling out any fan base all around the world, y'all. Listen, Jaden Daniels was a rookie last season. And he only lost to the Eagles in the playoffs, which the Eagles are the Super Bowl champions. And that was in the NFC Championship game. I'm not saying J.J. McCarthy is Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is a special player. I think J.J. McCarthy is a special player, but we really don't know. We really don't know, to keep it real. But I'm confident that he is that guy. So my whole thing is this. We're winning in the Super Bowl 60. We're winning Super Bowl 60. I have a feeling we're going to go. We made the necessary moves this offseason. So, listen, like, I'm not sleeping on this year, man. A lot of people want to make it seem like, oh, this is only technically his first year. Man, I don't care about none of that. We winning the Super Bowl this year. I'm tired of waiting. The Vikings ain't never won a Super Bowl. How much more patient do we got to be with quarterbacks? Like, how much patient we got to be with certain positions? We trying to win right now. I'm not being patient. We gonna call it out. The way we see it, we gonna call it out. In my opinion, J.J. McCarthy is the answer. But I'm not gonna give this team any excuses. We got it. We got the roster. We got the trenches built on both sides of the ball. We have a good head coach. We have a good defensive coordinator. We got ownerships that's letting Crazy spend the money to get the necessary pieces around J.J. McCarthy to be successful. So why, like, I don't want to hear the excuse this year. We're going to win the Super Bowl this year. That's how I feel. We run in the NFC North, and it doesn't have to be a 14-3 season. It doesn't have to be that. It could be a season where we can barely get in the playoffs. I don't care. As long as we get into the playoffs and we're part of the dance. As long as we get to the playoffs and we part of the dance, that's all that matters because we have a chance to win. We've seen it multiple times. Yes, I would like to have the best record in all of football and have the #1 seed throughout. But that's not all that matters. What matters is having that chemistry when it counts the most and dominating when it counts the most. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to say this right now. Look, Viking fan from Pennsylvania, right? Let me just say this right now, man. Listen, the Eagles, the way they built their team, they built their team from the trenches out. And the one thing that's crazy about it, right? They just drafted those two corners. I forgot Cooper DeJean and the other bull. I forgot the other bull's name. And then the trenches. They drafted the trenches. They signed the trenches, right? They signed players to the trenches. Got a great offensive line. They drafted Jalen Hurts in the second round, and they replaced Carson Wentz with Jalen Hurts, and Carson Wentz was pretty darn good. He could have won that MVP. When the Eagles won that first Super Bowl and Nick Foles took over and they won the dang on Super Bowl, Carson Wentz was balling. Carson Wentz was the best quarterback in the game, possibly. I'm keeping it real. The man could have won MVP. That's how good Carson Wentz was. And they said, oh, we're going to make these changes. We're going to draft a quarterback. I don't know if Carson Wentz is the answer. And they replaced him with Jalen Hurts. They built the trenches over. They've been to the Super Bowl 2 times within like 6 years, I think. Talk that talk. You know the vibes, Eric. Vikings need to quit looking for quarterbacks that are past their prime and quit hoping for old quarterbacks to win Super Bowls. J.J. McCarthy needs to be the quarterback and draft a backup quarterback. I agree with that. But I'll say this. They could draft a backup quarterback. Honestly, I want Joe Flacco. I know he's past his prime, but that's all we need. We need a backup quarterback that can mentor our quarterback, our young quarterback. And we know that Joe Flacco been there, done it. He's not trying to take his job. And we know that Joe Flacco is not going to jack up things when he gets in the game. That's all I care about. You feel me? Joe Flacco, for me, is the perfect backup. Mentorship, leadership. He's not a big eyesore in the locker room. He's not bad in the locker room. And I think that could rub off on a J.J. McCarthy and teach him some things. That's how I look at it. And on top of that, like I said, he's not an interception machine. Hope it doesn't happen, say J.J. McCarthy gets the wind knocked out of him. He has to miss a play or two. You put Joe Flacco in the game, he's not going to throw interceptions left and right. So that's why I'm like, yo, Go get me a Joe Flacco as the second string, the backup quarterback. Call it a day. Give me Cooper Rush or Joe. Okay. I didn't think of Cooper Rush. That's another one. I didn't really think of him. I definitely agree with you with Joe Flacco. Have they made a decision? Yo, bro, I'm telling you, I don't know what they're doing, bro. But KOC, the ownerships of the Vikings, Quasi, they're holding up this offseason when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. Because if you read the reports, bro, a lot of people say it's cap. I don't think it's all the way cap because they're talking about it so freaking much. Aaron Rodgers' agent could be using the Vikings as leverage to get a higher payday. That is honestly, that could be facts right there. I don't know. But you got Brett Favre talking about it. And this team is built right, so why wouldn't you want to go to the Vikings, right? So my whole thing is this. If you believe in your young quarterback, why hasn't KOC or somebody said J.J. McCarthy is going to be our quarterback to further notice? They haven't done that yet. So Aaron Rodgers could. I'm not saying he will. But the talks are heating up. And people that are saying it's and it going to happen, I'm not saying y'all wrong, but I'm not saying y'all right. And I'm going to say that right now. Let me say that one more time. I'm not saying y'all wrong, but I'm not saying y'all right. You feel me? So it could go either way. It could go either way. Aaron Rodgers could be in the purple and the gold. I don't want that to happen. But everybody in the building, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to my first 2,000 subscribers on this channel. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's vibing with your boy. Y'all know those vibes, man. We here. He said, no. Flacco doesn't have a big ego. Like, yes, Vax, Eric. Welcome to Mr. Rodgers' neighborhood. Nah, we ain't welcome him. If he came, then I got to welcome him. But I want J.J. McCarthy to be a quarterback. You need a better quarterback. Try again. What you mean? A better J.J. Like, you talking about J.J. McCarthy? Yo, what's going on? From what I've been seeing, that last hour, the Vikings have said no on Rodgers from what some of the media jockeys are saying. That's not what I'm seeing. The articles that I've been reading, and this is why I wish I was going live on my computer, my laptop, so I can read the rumors. There's interest from both sides. They should have shut this down. I didn't hear no shutdowns of, oh, Aaron Rodgers ain't coming. I'm not saying he's going to come. I don't want people to be like, oh, Mike Sports Vibe said Aaron Rodgers is coming. That's not what I'm saying. I said there's a possibility. Sometimes rumors aren't always rumors. Sometimes there's truth in rumors. You know what I mean? Not all rumors are just to put out there for lies, for leverage, for another deal to be made. It's some truth in this whole narrative. This whole Aaron Rodgers coming to the Vikings. There's some truth somewhere, somehow. But a lot of people are saying that Aaron Rodgers ain't coming. Some of the big-time content creators, they're saying that. But the articles that I'm looking at, I'm just speaking for myself. And I'm not calling out no other content creators. I'm just going by my opinion and what I'm reading. What I'm reading is heating up. And there hasn't been a final decision yet. And the reason why it's held up because Aaron Rodgers is waiting on the Vikings. The Vikings are the ones that's holding everything up. We need Pat Mahomes. Oh my gosh. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, oops. I 100% agree with you, bro. But guess what? There's things that ain't no point of talking about it. Because Patrick Mahomes ain't going nowhere, bro. Hey, listen, bro. I love Patrick Mahomes. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He's probably third all time to Tom Brady, Joe Montana, and then it goes Patrick Mahomes. But just my opinion. But we're not getting no Patrick Mahomes. But we might have a Patrick Mahomes and J.J. McCarthy if we give him an opportunity. You feel me? With opportunity, you can shine. If you have no opportunity, how can you shine? By the way, everybody in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button, consider subscribing to your boy. Let's get it. He said, I would take Rodgers has too much of an ego and destroyed the Jets. That's what I'm saying. Personally, kick rocks, Rodgers. I agree. I agree. And I like what you said. You said kick rocks. You said kick rocks. You know that's one of the sayings that I use a lot. Instead of swearing at people, I just be like, man, kick rocks. I ain't worrying about none of that you talking about. I like that. We need Pat Mahomes. I hope yeah, shoot. Ryan Tannehill could be a possibility too. Yeah, I heard about Ryan Tannehill. I wouldn't mind having a Ryan Tannehill as a whatchamacallit, a backup quarterback. I wouldn't mind that. That would be a great idea. That would honestly be a great idea. But my first choice, so I'm going to keep it real with you, it was Mason Rudolph. He re-signed with the Steelers. And I don't know why people don't like Mason Rudolph. I don't know why. I don't really know the history. I don't know. I thought he was a solid backup. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. And then my second guy was Joe Flacco. I didn't think of Ryan Tannehill. I didn't think of him. But I'm not saying that it wouldn't be a good backup. You know what I mean? No, we aren't praying for the Vikings fans to get. Nah, don't do that to us, bro. Benjamin, all right. An hour ago, he said the Vikes have zero. Oh, he did? I'll be more blunt. The Vikings have no interest in Aaron Rodgers despite his internet. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. I guess the only thing I can say is we shall see what happens, Eric, and I hope you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you're wrong, bro. And I'm not saying anybody that reported that the Vikings have no interest, I'm not saying that they're wrong. So we'll see what happens. And the next day, next couple of hours, who knows? It could be something that happens later on tonight. Breaking news. Vikings sign Aaron Rodgers. Or breaking news. Aaron Rodgers signs with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Or breaking news. Aaron Rodgers signs with the, who's another team? The Giants. I mean, I don't know. It could be breaking news. I don't know. The Vikings to the players to the first seed. Yeah, I think we could get the first seed. I just want to not just get the first seed. I want to do damage in the playoffs. I want to win a Super Bowl. That's what I want. I want to win a Super Bowl, bro. Cousins, bro. No, stop. Hey, T.Y. I know you an Eagle fan, and you know how I feel about Kirk Cousins. No disrespect, bro. No disrespect to Kirk Cousins. I don't want to talk about Cousins. It's not going to happen on this live stream. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. He can stay where he's at. It's not happening. It's not happening. Do you think the Vikings are at power struggle? Yes. And that needs to be another video. That needs to be a debate with multiple people. I think crazy. I'm starting because my sources, the people that I talk to that live in Minnesota, because I don't live in Minnesota. I live in Pennsylvania, right? I live in PA. So they're saying that crazy really don't got that much power to make certain decisions. I don't know how true that is. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and act like I know. I'm just going by what I'm told. And if that's true, that sucks, man. If that's true, that sucks, bro. For real. There could be a power struggle. But where would the power struggle be when it comes to this Aaron Rodgers bull crap? I hope it's not KOC saying we need Aaron Rodgers and Quasi saying no. Or the opposite, I hope it's not Quasi saying, oh, I need Aaron Rodgers, and KLC is saying we got JJ McCarthy. No, I hope it's not that type of power struggle. That's what I'm hoping. It's not that. I hope it's not that. I don't know where the struggle is happening. Where is it happening in the draft? Is it happening just making all these decisions in general? Who really knows? But I hope they're not struggling with making this decision. This should be an easy decision that JJ McCarthy is the starting quarterback in 2025. Aaron Rodgers to the Lions. That'll be funny. I feel like if the Vikings don't sign Rodgers, he'll retire. And he needs to, because I'm tired of this. I want this to be over with, man. I want this to be over with so bad, bro. It won't be the Eagles. I hope Aaron Rodgers signs with the Eagles. It would, that would be the most toxic. Yes, he's toxic. Thank you, bro. He's toxic. He's toxic. I don't want Aaron Rodgers on the team because he's toxic. Why doesn't everybody feel like Aaron Rodgers is in his prime? Like, it's frustrating. I'm so over this, bro. It's frustrating because I know for a fact J.J. McCarthy got it, bro. I know it. I have a feeling. I'm 95% sure this man is the right guy that we got for the job. We drafted him 10th overall for a reason. Not to talk about Aaron Rodgers taking a year from him. The only way this makes sense, my sources, I'm not going to say no names, my sources, right? The only way this makes sense is if J.J. McCarthy is hurt. And from all the stuff that I've been reading, hey, by the way, I see a deer. Hold on, y'all. I see a deer. Hold on. I want you to see the deer. Hold on. Y'all see the deer? I'm not sure if y'all can see that deer. Can y'all see that deer? I'm not sure if y'all can see it. When I walk this trail, y'all, I always run into like multiple. Oh my goodness, look at all these deers. Oh my gosh. Look at all them deers, y'all. Y'all see them deers? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's like 7, 8 deers right there, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hey, protect me, y'all. Hey, listen, protect me, y'all. Yo, the deers are coming deep. They saying, what you do to my cousin? I ain't eat your cousin. I'm cool. I don't even eat deer meat. I'm cool. I don't eat deer meat, y'all. Look at this. Look at all these deers, y'all. I just wanted to show y'all this. Y'all see the deers? Every time I come on this trail, man, every single time, I run into all these deers. That's why I don't like coming on this trail sometimes. There's some big bucks that be on this trail, bruh. I'm trying to tell you. That would be, yeah. Let's do it, bro. Yeah, we got to do it. Mike lives in PA, but he's a delusional Viking fan. Hey, listen, bro. Oh, they're looking right at me. They staring me down, y'all. Hold on, y'all. They staring me down, y'all. Look at they staring me down, y'all. Look at this. What the heck is going on here? Look, he's staring me down like he got a problem. If you got a problem, what's up? What's up? Wagging your tail like you a gangster or something. Like, what's up? You wagging your tail like you big dog, like you OG or something. What's up? That's what I thought, man. He thought he had a problem with a bull or something. I don't know what's up with these deers over here, man. They coming deep. They came like 8 deep on me, staring me down. Let's jump here. Let's go. Yeah, I think Kwesi not having an extension is going to affect how our draft goes. He might make some decisions that are short-sighted rather than long. Oh my goodness, bro. I hope not. That could backfire though, because if he makes the bad decisions, he won't be a GM possibly again. So that can backfire if he makes stupid decisions like that. You feel me? If he makes dumb decisions that set us back, he ain't gonna be able to get another job. Possibly. Put Aaron Rodgers in the chat. No. Christopher, nah, we ain't doing that. KLC wants Rodgers crazy. Thank you. So I knew it. I told you, bro. I'm telling you, one of them want him and the other one don't. I'm trying to. Oh my gosh. Yo, I know. Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I be knowing something, bro. I don't know a lot. You know what I mean? I know a little something. You feel me? Remember what happened with Kurt? KLC wanted him back. Ooh, that's a good point, bro. Deers bite, bro. Hey, listen, bro. Deers will attack, bro. That's why I said what I said. They came deep on me like they was about to jump me or something. And I'm looking at the deers like, what's up? I said I had to show y'all. Y'all thought I was joking. No, them deers was looking at me like, yeah, we about to jump this dude, man. I don't know what type time. They like, yo, I don't know what type time this man's on talking about the Vikings. He's saying the Vikings back in the day used to hunt us and eat us and wear their fur and all that other stuff. That's what they saying. I don't got nothing to do with that. Back in the days, when the Vikings were around, I wasn't hunting y'all. Don't look at me like I did something to y'all. I didn't do it to y'all. You feel me? But Deer doesn't want Rodgers either. If you like Deer, you like Green Bay. JJ Mack is a buster. Hold on. Hey, listen, bro. TY, stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. That's their family. They will crush. Yo, bro, I don't know what happened, bro. I'm walking one more lap. I'm going to go that way again, bro. And if I see them Deers, I'm blaming y'all on the chat. I'm blaming each and every one of y'all because y'all the one hyping these Deers up. I ain't do nothing to these Deers. And out of nowhere, they come 8 deep looking at me and staring me down like they want to eat me or something. I feel the same as I'm like, I don't want Rodgers either. And in my opinion, the Vikings don't need Rodgers at all. I feel you. McCarthy isn't ready. Yeah. If JJ McCarthy isn't ready, Skull Rodgers is what. Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. Yeah. One more championship system. The Deer are waiting for Mr. Rodgers. They crashed out. Yeah, I don't know what's up with them, bro. They coming for you. They don't like Vikings. Attack. He's a Vikings fan. Nah, don't do that. Don't say that. Don't hype him up. Don't hype him up. Don't hype him up, yo. Hey, listen. Don't hype him up. There's is loyalty purple. Death by Deer is crazy. Hey, listen, bro. I seen a big buck the other time, bro, with the antlers, man. The bucks are the ones with the antlers. I seen a big buck. I was walking this trail, and I'm like, look, I'm going to show you. I'm on this trail, right? I'm going to show y'all. I'm on this trail, right? And out of nowhere, a deer just ran across. Ran across. Big deer. Big deer. And I'm just like, dang, it's not even dark outside. But it is dusk dark, though, so I'm not really surprised. Yeah, hey, listen. That ain't happening. Me and the deer gonna be. I'm gonna be biting the crap out of a deer. Ain't no way. I'm not going down without a fight. They was 8 deep. They looked at me like, yeah, we about to get this dude. I'm the only human being on this trail right now. I'm the only human being on this trail right now, bro. We not having it, bro. I'm going down fighting. I'm going down fighting. And look, and I'm repping the Vikings, bro. And I'm repping the Vikings. I ain't going down fighting. I'm repping the Vikings, baby. You're not beating me. About to go hawk time. I'm about to go hawk smash on these dang on deers, bro. I'm going hawk time on these deers. I ain't playing no games, man. Hey, listen, I'm probably going to go live tomorrow. I got to see what the schedule looking like. I'm going to go live tomorrow, but I'm going to be on the computer. We're going to do some mock drafts. We're going to do some mock drafts. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk about some things. I will be live on my other channel, Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I'm going to be live for the Sixer game tomorrow. So if y'all interested in baseball or Sixers, I will be covering I cover the Phillies, but I haven't been covering the Phillies on that channel because it's still spring training. But if you're a baseball fan, consider subscribing to that channel. If somebody could post it, Christopher, can you post that link? If anybody's interested in basketball, Sixers or Phillies, go subscribe to that channel. Trying to get to my first 300 subscribers on that channel. On this channel, I'm trying to get to my first 2,000 subscribers. So subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. We're going to vibe out and talk that talk. Y'all know the vibes we hear, man. I'm trying to figure out when I go around this trail again, if there's going to be deers there waiting for me. Viking fans for dinner. Nah, we're not even doing that, bro. We're not even doing that. Viking fans for dinner. Yeah, and so my other channel is Mike Sports Vibes Balling. And I have a Phillies flag and a Sixers flag on. Why people obsessed with Aaron Rodgers like he just retired? Yeah. You know, Aaron Rodgers ain't Tom Brady. Aaron Rodgers ain't Tom Brady. So yeah, thank you, Christopher Real, my brother from another mother. If y'all are basketball fans or baseball fans and you just liking the vibes, consider subscribing to that channel. It's called Mike Sports Vibes. Right where the link says, Mike other channel, Phillies and basketball. Click that link and consider subscribing. I talk about the Sixers and the Phillies. Appreciate it. You couldn't beat a rat if you try. Hey, listen, bro. I would destroy a rat, bro. I would destroy a rat, bro. Stop playing games. We know. Hey, listen, you don't know. You don't know. Here comes Rodgers. Oh, my boy, Too Evil in the building. Too Evil in the building. Let's go, baby. He said, here comes Rodgers. Well, I don't know, man. It might. I don't think so, though. I got different opinions in the comments. So we're going to see what happens. Aaron Rodgers is Tom Brady and cut. Nah. Aaron Rodgers ain't no Tom Brady, bro. Hey, listen, we're going to have to agree to disagree on that, bro. Hey, listen, we're going to have to agree to disagree on that. Hold on, I'm going to tie my sneaker real quick. Hey, listen. Tie my sneaker real quick. I ain't going for it. I ain't going for that. Mr. Mike Vikings will dominate. Dominate the season and keep talking. I got to go. All right, bro. Be easy, man. Oh, you ain't have to time him out, Grasshopper. He was cool. He said I couldn't be a rat. I think that's the comment. You don't gotta time him out. He's cool. He ain't saying nothing crazy. He's cool. He just don't know. He just don't know what type of person. He just don't know the Bull Mike Sports vibes, how I get down. Know what I mean? He just don't know how I get down over here. We don't play no games over here, man. I got one more lap to go. But shout, as long as Maxie gets cut. As long as Maxie gets cut. Now, we ain't doing that. I'm going to see if these deers are here. I'm trying to hurry up and get there before it gets dark. Because I ain't walking this trail when it gets dark. I'm going to tell you that right now. Hey, listen, I ain't walking this trail. Hey, listen, I ain't walking this trail when it gets dark, man. I be seeing all types of critters. The only thing I haven't seen is a skunk. I seen a fox earlier this morning. I don't know if it was a red fox. I seen a fox earlier this morning. Vike Nation, stand up. We here, baby. I'm trying to hurry up and get to the spot. Woo! Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I'm going to try to go live. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Hold on real quick, y'all. Oh, my bad. Whew. Dang. But yeah, listen, y'all, I'm going to get off in a little bit. I'm going to get to that spot, see if the deers are there. And then I'm going to get off. I'm just vibing out with y'all. Put in the comments. Anything that's on your mind, put in the comments. Whew. Whew. See if I can get to that spot. Matter of fact, I ain't going to get to the spot. It's getting too dark too quick. Y'all can't tell it's getting dark, but shout out to everybody that's in the building. Truly appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Have a wonderful weekend. I possibly will be live on this channel, and we can do some mock drafts and have some fun with some mock drafts and see what the latest news is for the Vikings or whatever's going on in the NFL, period. But everybody, have a wonderful day. You know what I mean? Have a wonderful night. Be safe out there. And as always, God bless. You know what I'm saying? God bless. God bless. Let's see. Can I make it? Can I make it without it getting dark? Should I take a shortcut? Should I do one more lap? Should I do one more lap? You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Vikings ain't scared of the dark. You ain't lying. Now, it's the things that come out in the dark. Them skunks. That's the one thing I ain't wearing. Hey, listen. I'm brave. But when it comes to skunks, I ain't brave. I ain't going to sit here and cap. I ain't going to sit here and cap, y'all. Let's see what's going on over here. PG sent his friends to come. Yeah, be careful. I will, Chris, for real. Yeah, it's getting spooky out here. Yeah, you ain't lying, Skull. You ain't lying. What did he say? He said fear is not a problem. Fear is preventable. I agree. I agree. Dang. Fear is not a problem. I'm trying to get there, y'all. It's gonna take me a while to get there. When I get there, don't be mad. Don't be mad. I need y'all as backup. Don't be mad at me, man. Don't be mad at me taking so long to get there. But I'm gonna need y'all for my backup just to make sure no deers attack me. Dang. You must have always got your back. All right, thank you, bro. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Whew. He said do 3 laps. Do 3 laps. I think I already did 3 laps, to be honest with you. Whew. Semen hurting it. Nah, I'm not hurting no deers, man. I wouldn't do that. I'm just trying to see if they still there waiting for me because they were staring me down. So I feel like they challenged me. And if they challenged me, it could definitely go down. You feel me? I ain't hunting. I don't even do that. I go fishing once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Let's see what happens. I'm getting there. It's definitely getting dark. Big Taz. What's going on? I'm talking to everybody in the chat. I'm going to go see some deers, man. The deers were staring me down earlier. So I said, I'm going back. I'm running it back, man. They challenged me. And I said, it's about to go down. You feel me? Yeah, I'm going back to the deers, man. Hey, listen. They might be, look, we ain't even going, hey, listen. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. You feel me? Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Hey, listen, I don't even want to see no elk. Hey, listen, I don't want to see an elk. I don't want to see a moose. I don't want to see it. That's a scary sight right there, though. I ain't going to say it. Look, I already know they big. I'm Gucci. Let's see, I'm going. Got a little ways to go still. Trying to get to the section. Oh, yeah, I heard about that, man. It's sad, man. They getting investigated because they sitting out Maxie and PG. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, you know. I hear some geese. All right, let's go. Almost there, y'all. I'm getting there. We're going to see what happens. Whew. See what happens. Let's see what happens. Almost there. About 2 minutes and I'll be at the destination. I see some deers already, y'all. I see some deers already, y'all. Hey, listen, man. I said what I said, man. I said, hey, listen, man. Hold on, man. They look at me, they staring at me, I'm Shane, what's up? That's one, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 right there. Hey, listen. I said what I said, man. Move all the toss that people make. Move all the toss that people make. You want to be a moderator, bro? Is that what you're saying, my brother, man? I'm trying to, look, I'm walking the trail. Hold on. I'm walking the trail. I'm trying to get a little closer real quick before I get up. I'm going to try to get a little closer. They staring me down about probably roughly like 30 feet away from them. They looking right at me. About 30 feet away from them. I'm looking at them. They looking at me. They staring me down. I'm staring at them. They staring me down. Hold on. He looking right at me, man. He looking right at me, man. I don't know what's going on. He the lookout right there. He the lookout right there. He looking right at me, man. He about 30 feet staring me down, y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if we should go at it or what. He looking right at me, man. He's still looking at me, y'all. Hold on. Let me get it. Hey, listen, man. Y'all had a problem. What's up? Hold on. I don't know if y'all can see the. Oh, hold on. They running. Hold on. Can y'all see? Oh, y'all probably can't see. Damn. It's a little blurry. Dang. What's up with so being so blurry? Can't really see it, but I'm telling you, they're right there. Hold on. Something wrong with my camera. I don't know what's up with my camera. My bad, y'all. My camera, they plotting. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What's going on with my camera? They crazy with it. They right there, y'all. They looking at me. They running around like they got a problem or something. What's up with it? Hey, listen, man. They're like they got a problem or something. What's up with it? I'm not sure why my camera's so blurry, though. I don't know what's up. They deep, though. I ain't gonna sit there and cap. I ain't gonna sit there and cap, though, but I got the Viking flag with me. Hey, listen. I got the Viking flag with me, so it ain't about nothing. That's protecting me right now. They don't want no problems with your boy. Hey, listen, they don't want no problems with your boy. You know what I'm saying? They looking at me, they staring me down. I said, I stared right back at them. I said, what's up? Yeah, I wish y'all had my back, man. I wish I was there in person, man. They was looking at me like they wanted a problem. I said, yo, I see some more deers. They in my trail, bro. They in my way, bro. Hold on. They in my way like they got a problem. They looking at me. I'm looking at them. I said I'm coming back. Y'all challenged me. Y'all challenged me. You thought it was a game. Y'all thought it was a game. They running now, y'all. They scrambling. They scrambling. I told you, man. They thought it was a game. They came over here acting like they was something. I try to tell them it's not the type of problem you want. It's not the type of problem you want, man. You know what I'm saying? They plotting. Told you, man. Look, I had some down there about a. Oh, they plot. They deep right now. I don't know if y'all can see them. Hold on, man. Hold on. I want y'all to see this. Yeah, man. Look at this, man. They plotting on me. I don't know if y'all can see them, but they sitting there just standing still, like they like standing still, like that's weird. That's weird. Why they just standing like that? They standing like a circle and stuff, bro. I don't know what's going on. I gotta get out of there. I gotta get away from this area. They doing way too much over here. They doing way too much over here. I don't know what. Look, they staring me down. They staring me down, y'all. White-tailed deer staring me down. I don't know what they think this is, man. Look at this. They wagging their tail. Look at this crap, man. Look at this. Oh, they know the deal. They know the deal. When I came through, they said, yo, they see them with the Viking. They see me with the Viking flag. They said, nah, man, we not messing with that, man. That man, he got the Viking flag on. They used to hunt us back in the day. They like, nah, man, we not even gonna mess with that bull. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But shout out to everybody in the building. It's actually it's getting pretty dark right now. Y'all probably can't tell because my phone making it look brighter than what it is. But I'm gonna get at y'all. Hope everything is well with y'all. Before y'all leave the chat, or leave the live, make sure y'all hit a like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, God bless and be easy, be safe, all right? Peace out, y'all. I'm out.